Hey YouTube, how's it going? So, a little while ago I did a toolbox tour, kind of showed my toolbox and a little bit of my cart, and got a lot of feedback on it. A lot of people watch toolbox tour videos and stuff like that, so figured I'd show you the rest of my workspace, just my home shop, or my home garage, if you will. So, my garage is about 15 feet wide, and it's like a 1.5, I guess, because it's really long. It's about 25, 30 feet long. It's got like a closet that kicks out. So I can only fit one car in here at a time, but that's about all I work on, so it doesn't really matter. So in this garage is I just do anything really. Doesn't even matter. I don't really care about getting stuff dirty, I guess. I like to try to keep stuff nice, but you can only keep stuff so nice, like toolboxes and stuff, but it's really dirty. This is how it normally is. I haven't cleaned up or anything. You can see Bondo dust and stuff on the shit. It's whatever. So I guess got my car in the middle, obviously, and like the bay, I guess. This stuff. This side I got random stuff. Some folding metal chairs for extra guests if we hang out in here. Some parts washer stuff. My trunk lid and my hood. Roll cage halo. There's a 5.3 Vortec truck engine and some quarter panel cutoffs of a S10 that I did. Down here is the inner guards and some plastic under trays and stuff from a 370Z that I just helped my buddy put a turbo on his 370Z, so that's just leftover stuff that we decided to keep out for now because we're gonna have to do more work later, so there's no sense putting it back on. Just one single garage door opener, basic stuff. Inside this closet thing, the two doors open on that side. There's the heat for the house on one side, and then the other side I got my air compressor and some like a full rack of just OEM like super parts. Keep my jack kind of close to the door in case I just need to run it outside. It's just a Blue Point aluminum race jack. Been beat up. I've had it for a really long time. Got my Hobart welder back here. Doing some welding on the rear panel of this car. Got this little natural gas heater. It runs off the same gas of the heat for the house right inside the closet. So it was easy to just run a line. I'm over here in Indiana, so it gets really cold, so I like to try to heat it in the winter. Garage door opener. Above that I got blowgun and stuff for filling up tires, whatever, in case I gotta run out the door and fill up a tire on my daily or something. Down here's a hose reel. It says Snap-on, but it's just a Snap-on licensed product or whatever. It's off eBay or something like that, I don't know. Just a bunch of roll cage tubing, just mild steel, light switch, and then this is the 240 or whatever welder plug. This is like my main workbench. This is my dirty bench. This is where I just cut stuff, mix paint, whatever, over the regular concrete floor. Underneath I just got some cylinder heads, spare 7M GT cylinder heads, crank, different jack stands. Those little round ones are Death Trap. They come with that Blue Point jack and they're not stable at all. Gas can, some spare oil containers down there to put oil in. That bench is super heavy. It's probably like 250 pounds. Pretty much have to use a jack to move it. Right here I had a little Snap-on like 70s or 80s bottom box that I had the sandblaster on. That went over to my buddy's house. I gave it to him for like a housewarming gift type thing. So I'm either going to buy a full like stand-up sandblaster or just get another like little roll, Snap-on roll cab or bottom box or something for there. I'm not sure yet. So as you can see, I gotta really be careful on how I organize things because I just have such a limited space. Up here, just a sticker bomb door, of course. Snap-on bottle opener. My old back brace from when I messed up my back. Snap-on clock. Dirt bike handlebars from when I offed myself. Some weird bicycle handlebars that came on my little brother's bike that look like they're brazed together. Number plate for my old dirt bike, signed by Travis Pastrana from Nitro Circus. Pretty cool. You'll notice, like I said, I do a lot of my dirty work here over the regular floor. Well, in like my work area, toolbox area, I have this, it's like this locked together gym mat. It's like recycled rubber or something. It's pretty expensive actually, but my cousin Tyler does flooring and he got it for me. I don't know how, but just brought it over one day and asked if I wanted it, and it's sweet. It was probably the coolest thing anybody's got me. This stuff is definitely really expensive, so it was very cool of him to do that. I think at some point I may do like an epoxy flooring or have somebody do some sort of coating out here just so it looks nice and it's easy to clean. I'm not sure yet. On this side, I got all my seats from when friends come over. Just hang out and drink some drinks in here and listen to music or whatever. This is a little creeper that turns into a seat. It's pretty cool. But over here I got two small, just overflow, like Craftsman bottom toolbox cabinets. This one just has like grinding and polishing blades, auto body, sandpaper, Durablocks, scrapers, some cheap paint guns and bed liner gun and spot sandblaster. Got a nice snap-on sander too that's out there. Some mixing cups, some powder coat. On top of that one I got a little Eastwood like powder coat, like starter setup, little oven and gun and some stuff like that. Works really good actually for bracketry and small parts. This other one is just house stuff, so weather stripping, paintbrushes, staples, wood blades, stud finder, pipe sealant, plugs, light switches, covers, boxes, stuff like that. Wagner, I think, paint gun. Yeah, pipe wrench, extra Ryobi chargers for my lawn equipment. I think a brad nailer, I think. Some extra weed eater stuff, and then like a trim saw type thing. I got like a miter saw that's out in the shed that didn't really have a place for in here. So those are just like overflow, I guess. Up here, this is actually, it's a coincidence that I got the bottom matching boxes here lately, but I've had this top one for like a really long time, a few years. This one I just have a lot of overflow tools, a lot of extra tools, but mainly take this on bicycle trips, going to different skate parks, different states, dirt bike trips, anything like that. So just some bicycle inner tubes chain. This pretty much just has really cheap Cobalt, Pittsburgh, Craftsman, just random stuff. I took some foam mats, pretty similar to these ones on the floor, except these ones are foam instead of rubber. And I just kind of cut stuff out so that way it stays in the car. Matco pliers, Irwin screwdrivers. These Irwin screwdrivers are actually really nice for like 20 bucks at Lowe's, I think. Blue Point metric wrenches, Matco standard wrenches, Blue Point crescent wrenches, spoke wrench, tire pressure, and then just like an old hammer, another random tire pressure tool. And this is just all Bmx Bike Parts, so chain parts, brake pads, bearings, cranks, seat posts, gyro stuff, small miscellaneous bolts. I'll throw anything in this box that I feel like is important on road trips. Just, you know, having tools is nice in general if you break down or whatever. It's always nice having extra other than just a tire iron and a factory jack in your car. Here's my BMX bike. Been riding for a really long time. Getting a little old for it, but I still like to do it. Still like traveling, going and doing things. Down here I just have a spare 2JZ block, thanks to my friend Bailey Evans. He just spray painted the whole thing. He was going to make a coffee table or something out of it. I got it for kind of cheap. He gave me a deal on it, so I'll do something with it eventually. Spare eBay fuel cell, eBay swirl pot. And then here's my 7M GTE, just a bare block, bare head. Some accessories on there, intake, valve covers, whatever. This is like a little recessed window type area from when the garage wasn't attached to the house. Just got a bolt organizer here. I keep like stainless like button head, like new fasteners in this pretty much. This top one is like screws, nails, wiring stuff, like house stuff kind of. And then a bunch of standard just zinc bolts in different sizes, just for like attaching stuff to the workbench, vices, whatever, stuff like that. It's like my little trophy area, I guess, too. I just put cool stuff up here. Head gasket, timing belt, some old, really old like Duraflex, I think they are, like plastic skateboard decks. These are my new age performance 2.0 cabinets or performance cabinets. I don't remember what they are. Comes as a whole set. You can get different variations. This is just 2 side cabinets, 3 fold up top cabinets, a workbench, and then these 2 sides roll out like little toolboxes. So it's pretty cool. They're all attached to the wall and everything, so they pretty much stay there. In the center I got my just regular cheap parts washer. I don't remember where I got it from. It's one of the rolling ones, so it's pretty cool. Moved around. Mostly gets used as a table. This corner I just got a shop broom, little oil tray for not getting my driveway all dirty. Some random stuff back there. This cabinet pretty much just has these are parts that I've either restored for my car or like I'm in the process of restoring. So a bunch of new like fog light 3D printed stuff, like armrest that's been recovered, powder coated engine mounts, and all that stuff. That's just like the wiring and hardware bin that I put all my old stuff in. Just a shop vac. This first cabinet is just adult drink stuff. These things have struts on them, so they're really nice. They just basically just tip them up and they come up on their own. This one is just grease, oil, polish, spray paint, random stuff. This third one is just car wash stuff, I guess. Random stuff. This end cabinet over here, I have just like house stuff that won't really fit in the toolbox. Cabinet stain, all that stuff. Drain snake, parts waiting to go on the 370Z. This is all a bunch of parts that I need to restore, need to powder coat, just need to work on. This is just where I put like extra shop tools that I don't want sitting out that I don't use all the time. Drill press, cheap bandsaw. Down at the bottom is just organizing stuff, tool bags, organizing cases, the trays that like snap-on tools come in, stuff like that. Over there. I went for the stainless top on this instead of the hardwood top. The stainless top is just like a piece of sheet metal over like OSB plywood or something, so it's not really like all stainless. Another bolts organizer. This is mostly a lot of these are so full you can't even get them open. This is like metric, like hardware that's just come off like my Toyota Supra and other project I've worked on. Just, you never know. Lots of random stuff. On top I just keep some tape measures, some trays from stuff that I'm working on, and some drink mats. Just my regular, you know, signage and stuff like that. Just kind of sitting up everywhere. It's my speaker, Milwaukee charger, some power strip in the back with some lights on it. I got this Craftsman paper towel holder. Really like what Craftsman is doing. Going to Lowe's and they're starting to make some higher quality stuff, so that's kind of nice. Gives you another option to buy some knickknacks other than Harbor Freight. Like I said, these roll out. My one complaint about these new age cabinets is these little locks. They'll just randomly flip up and they will hold the toolbox from coming out really easy, but when you push it in, it just slides right in. So I find myself accidentally banging this up against the wall a lot, which kind of sucks. But so you can see, flip them up, and you can roll this whole thing around like a toolbox, I guess. All these cabinets lock and everything. They come with all the keys, and get a key for pretty much every lock. This box right here is kind of like my electrical stuff, I guess. Zip ties, different wire gauge ring terminals and butt connectors and stuff like that. I don't really use a lot of butt connectors and stuff, but it's mainly nice having like these ring terminals for grounds, stuff like that. This is just some extra wiring, heat shrink, some corrugated tubing, some flux, some solder, heat shrink, snap-on torch, power probe soldering iron that's actually really nice. Got off the snap-on truck. Snap-on multimeter, scan tool. These wiring kits, really nice for wiring up like gauges and stuff like that. Some fuses, 12-volt tester. Bottom drawer is just empty, and then the center cabinet is just like kind of like this center cabinet up here. Just paint, oils, chemicals, big paint like gallons of primer and stuff like that, and quarts of oil, stuff that wouldn't fit up top. Some car amps, face shields, stuff like that, welding stuff. Got my cat litter tray for oil. Slides right in between those. Fits pretty good. This is just like my miscellaneous toolbox, I guess. Everybody kind of has one of those. Pens, razor blades, scissors, pickup tools, mirrors, silicones, all my change for running down to the car wash or gas station. All the keys. Like I said, they give you literally a key for every cabinet, so you have like 100 spare keys. Just some random stuff I'm working on. All my charging butts and remote for the fan, rubber bands. It's all my fittings. So this is just AN fittings, brake fittings, banjo stuff. A lot of this stuff is AN fittings, AN fittings. A lot of this stuff is like miscellaneous fittings, pipe fittings, stuff like that. brake line bending pliers, brake line flaring tool, AN 37-degree flaring tool, cutoff tool. These are all my like brake line fittings. Brake line fittings. These are like -3. This is just random stuff. DI heat shield, like some stickers and stuff, and then mostly I keep like case stuff in here. So O-rings, cotter pins, hose clamps, vacuum plugs. Bottom is just big gaskets, miscellaneous stuff for the garage, fly traps. Just an old baby monitor box. Moving over, got my Carol 722. Pretty nice box. Got my like 40-inch cart. Did a toolbox tour on this a while ago. Got a lot of feedback. It was really nice. But you can watch that video if you want to see all the toolbox stuff. Just got my random stuff on my toolbox. Turbo, car parts, paper towels. This is just my whiteboard. Don't really use it that often. Snap-on fish tank, Milwaukee batteries. Up here I got like sponsorship stuff or certificates or stuff that I need to hang. Just kind of stuff that I'm proud of, I guess. 7M GTE torque and hone plate made by Sleeper Designs. They made me a bunch of stuff for my engine. It's really cool. Just random stuff. Tool cart. A lot of engine stuff in there. Blow molded cases, stuff like that. Up here I just got a drill and tap and die and whatever else size chart. Got a fender that my brother painted for like high school, like auto body class or whatever. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my shop or my home garage where I do a lot of my work. Pretty small, but keep it as clean as I can and as organized as I can, and works out pretty good. If you want to see anything in particular or got any video suggestions, I'd really appreciate it if you'd let me know in the comments, and if you'd subscribe if you want to see some car content or some Snap-on tools content, just random stuff like that, parts reviews, everything else. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon.